Hello YouTube Garage, it's John. I know it's been a while. Sorry I haven't posted in probably, I don't know, 6 months or so. Just been busy, haven't been working on the car much, so there hasn't been much to say. Kind of been bummed about it, but I have been kind of spending a lot of time at the gym, so that's been using up a lot of my time. I had to do a pretty big yard drainage project this spring. I can show you what that was all about. Basically, we had kind of some standing water in our backyard whenever it rained, and I didn't like that so much. So we did a little work out here. I put in a French drain across there, which drains down here. And then I also put in this pipe that catches the downspouts. Soup goes into a drain here and then comes down, meets up with that, and then goes all the way out to the road. So that was a pretty big project. I wasn't anticipating how big a project it was going to be, but we got that done, and it works really, really well. Water just drains out on the road instead of in the yard. We haven't had any standing water there since. I still have another big one to do out in the front yard, but we'll get to that probably next spring. So it's time to get back on the car. Now, I don't know where I left you guys last time, but I can show you where I'm at. I can show you that the rear brakes are all done, brand new everything, except the drums were pretty new when I put the car under the knife. They probably had less than 10,000 miles on them, so they didn't even need a turning. And the front brakes and steering and suspension is all done. I have yet to run the brake lines and the fuel lines from the back of the car to the front. I did put the brake lines on the rear end, but still got to run the ones to the front. And then I got on order the little clips, the little brackets, and the flex lines for the front too. So we'll get that knocked out. I've got a master cylinder ready to go in, but the real issue here is the cowl. I have decided that I am not happy with this cowl. Here's where they put some seam sealer to cover up a repair. There's lots of, I don't know if you can see it right here, but there's lots of pinholes there. The metal is pretty solid, but you can see that this is all, you know, kind of mucked up. This is a bit mucked up. This leaked here between these two panels. This is coming out. I'm putting a whole new cowl in. And the part is right in that box. So I'm gonna do a little cowl repair. I've been watching Joe Daddy's videos on the cowl repair. He's got a pretty good series of videos on it. Mine is a little bit more straightforward than his was because he replaced that whole freaking car. I don't know how he got those body panels to line up, but mine's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to tear into it, and I'm going to try to do a time lapse here, and we'll see how this goes. At least for I'll probably do the time lapse for the first night and then post the video. So here we go. Wish me luck. All right, guys, we got this old cowl out. It was a lot of work with the air chisel and grinder. And I'm gonna get this piece out of the way. You can see that there was a lot of rust trapped under there. So I am all of a sudden very glad I did this, because this would have not stayed nice for long. I did damage the flange a bit in a couple spots. I'm gonna have to patch in some new metal. These places, there was so many spot welds that I couldn't really get past them. You can see that the edges came pretty clean, but up and through here in the middle, the guy went ape shit crazy on the spot welds, so I don't know. Also, you can see that this part is still intact here, this corner. I kind of screwed this up. There was a crap load of this brass brazed in there. Like the dude made the corner out of brass. So I could not get this separated here. You can see right here where there's the two layers. I could not get that separated. So I ended up cutting this a little bit short. As long as the new piece overlaps this, I'm not worried about it. But I do need to get this all clean and get all this crap out of here and get a nice flat surface for it to mate to. But yeah, I mean, it's crap, but I'm glad I got it out of there. I can also get in here and I can sandblast and treat all these areas that I would have been able to get to before. So I'm going to spend some time and get this all cleaned up and looking nice before I move forward. And I will turn the camera on when I do. All right, that's it for tonight. It's late. I'm tired and sweaty, so I'm going in. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. See ya.